Coming to you live from a prostitute-infested shanty on top of a frozen lake, the #1 podcast all the hot babes are raving about. Slick and Brewski save the world! Welcome back to our humble abode, the shanty. I'm Slick, and joining me as always is your favorite horn patriot, the Brewski.
And I'm thinking about going Amish.
Weighing in with alternative perspectives on how your rights and liberties are rapidly being expunged with us is Kamos and Ren. But nothing beats your perspective, and we want to thank our absolutely wonderful 105 subscribers on YouTube, helping our channel grow like a flower of love
And happiness.
Yay.
Well, that Matthew McConaughey sure knows how to read a script to a nation.
Yeah, that piece of shit.
What do you got on him, huh? Did he sound good? He was reading off a piece of paper the whole time.
Pretty much.
So he didn't really have it rehearsed. Does that hold weight or not? He's from Uvalde. Is that not off-putting? I mean,
it's kind of coincidental. That's how I look at that. It's coincidental.
We have reached conspiracy mode.
It's not even really conspiracy, though. Because the dude's from there. He's a great actor. Everybody loves him.
So he's playing a part.
Yeah, exactly right. And he's a great speaker.
So
he's one that could tug on some heartstrings. He's from there, like you said. And from what he said, 2018, that he wants to get rid of AR-15s. Right. And now he's talking with Texas residents that are gun owners, and they're all responsible gun owners. And now he's trying to be buddy with everybody, and
just trying to come after a goddamn gun.
Right.
What do you think he's going for? Did he end his? I only got like 15 minutes in. It was a long thing, so I got like 15 minutes in, and I just kind of, I was like, I think I've seen enough.
I was literally scrolling, and I see McConaughey at the White House. I'm like, what is going on?
When I saw the thumbhead, I was like, here we go. Democrats are digging in their box of actors again to use acting to get to your emotions and buy your votes.
Giant Depp.
What do you think, Kamos?
Yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, they got the celebrities. They got to pull them out to try and get people to, jump into whatever they're trying to get them for. And the celebrities are just the product. It's a spokesperson for whatever they're trying to sell. And if they're trying to sell you their agenda, they're going to pick the celebrity that they can use to get you on their side.
The thing that scares me with McConaughey, though, like I told you, he's from Texas. He went to Hollyweird.
Yeah, he said he learned how to shoot a gun in Texas.
He went to Hollyweird, okay?
Hollyweird.
Now he's coming back, all right? He said there's rumors that he wants to be governor one day, bud. And if Texas ever falls, the world falls.
For
you
sure.
know what I mean? We'll never be able to get the votes. If Texas ever goes blue, we'll never be able to get the votes to recover.
So you're seeing a big play to go go turn Texas blue, and that's
100%. Dude, if you ever look at Dallas and Houston and Austin, dude, all huge blue. Just like any other state. Your big cities are the blue. Yeah, and then the rest is red, which is amazing to me. It's the funniest thing, other than California. I mean, every time you see a vote in an election, everything's red, but five.
What it is you can tell there's the media, like you said before, they feed you whatever story you're looking for. So
100%.
if you're on the Democratic side, which is the people who tend to fall into certain categories and live in certain areas, they're going to find that story and they're going to cling to it because they find that as their truth. Opposite side of that, you see the other side, and then they're going to find the other story that fits their side of things, their perspective that they actually see of the world, and cling to that. So they give us two far different perspectives constantly throughout the media, and it's a whole ploy to keep people divided.
It's scary. It's everything's happening kind of coincidental these days.
It's not coincidental.
It's I'm going to go on a limb.
How many times does it do that it's planned?
Allegedly, you got, shooters showing up that have part-time jobs at McDonald's that have, $8,000 worth of armory in their basement.
Right.
And he moves like a tactician, like a trained tactician, supposedly by eyewitnesses. Then he knows what he's doing and where he's going and what he's looking to do. And but he's a part-time employee that wears eyeliner at your local McDonald's. And now, and this guy loses his mind because people make fun of him because of his eyeliner.
Right. So you got transgenders with AKs and ARs.
Right. that move like they were trained.
Can we come close to getting like a no guns for transgenders movement, or is that?
I mean, it's all mental, but it's all a mental thing.
If you want your gun, you need to put your nuts on the scale and weigh them, and depending on how big your nuts are. Do you think like murderers? Do you think like somebody that would shoot up a school would have big nuts? I wonder.
I don't know.
Wow.
It's
This is what we got her here for.
Yeah.
You've seen a set of nuts. You ever thought the guy would go murder people?
I don't know.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, that didn't go well.
We got that figured out now.
It just everything feels like from Buffalo to Texas to what was the other one? It was in
they're all over
Oklahoma,
the place
Tulsa. It just seems like certain people are being put in certain spots at coincidental times that make the most story.
Like the Buffalo one, even, and they aren't even really talking about it in the mainstream news. But the guy, the one, what was it, security officer that was killed? Yeah, and he was the one who had just been working on patents or something for a hydro engine.
I actually saw the video on that. They did like a Fox 8, your local Fox story on him, like 2 years or 6 years ago.
Yeah, that
he made. Like this motor that runs on water, yada.
Almost same scenario as what happened in the 90s to the one guy. I can't remember the name right now, but they did a story on him, blew him up and everything, and then like a few years later, all of a sudden he was mysteriously killed.
Well, yeah, he got poisoned at a diner.
Yeah.
He supposedly was selling his idea to a big 3 car company. Yeah. Supposedly that's what he thought he was doing.
Right.
And he went to a diner to sit down, and literally as he's dying, supposedly he told his brother that was with him that he was poisoned. That they poisoned me, and then he died, supposedly of a heart attack.
Another source of energy. I mean, that's a big thing.
Right.
Can you imagine like petroleum industry is everything?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
People don't even realize that's the plastic
you're
industry.
You're a conspiracist, though. Conspiracist.
Hey, I mean, you can be conspiracy all you want, but the thing is, like, the petroleum industry is a huge thing. I mean, petroleum is the plastics industry.
Right.
It's obviously the gas industry.
That's what I'm saying.
Most people don't even realize petroleum's in most of our pharmaceuticals.
Right, yeah.
So that's part of that industry too. So you're talking major thing.
Well,
you're a threat to that?
Yeah.
Those people aren't going to be happy. They're not going to just stand by and let you, threaten that.
Right. We're going to take this fucker out.
For sure.
That's just completely, I really want to believe that is just coincidence, but in the same flip of the coin, it's anything goes anymore. You got Matthew McConaughey up there talking in the White House press, and I think we're going too far.
All right.
I think politics and actors don't need to get intertwined. It sends the people a wrong message.
I just don't like actors like that. You can't trust them. You can't never trust an actor ever.
If you could trust Matthew McConaughey, what about the next fucking actor, Kevin
Spacey?
I think he's putting his finger in little boys.
Oh, jeez.
They love to get high on this
pretty
shit
much.
Because they want to feel powerful, because they want to feel like, if I have to suffer in life for being a sociopath for hire, aka actor, then I deserve something that's above what normal people get.
Right.
Power trip. And same with a lot of these politicians. I think there's a lot going on there, as they need to be, they want to feed the power, and then they create habits of power. And you can't tell me somebody that's job, like when you're a politician, it's your job to get the votes. No. So you're literally living in the power trip.
But you've
got to get everyone to like you, and no matter what it takes to get it done.
You want to know what
release the virus.
You want to know what the funny part is about politicians? Like, you watch them on TV, and they're like, I can't remember what's starts with Y. I think I can't remember her last name, but she's like the economic director for the United States, talking about gun laws.
No,
or talking about
Yellen, I think.
Yellen,
yeah,
there you
that's
go.
like she's supposed to be the economist or whatever.
Worry about that. Don't
that
worry
was
about
a good
going
Tucker Carlson point. He's like, what is she doing talking about this?
It's like, what, you can't make this stuff
it's like
up.
a heart surgeon in the middle of an operation. Like, so on hole 13, I hooked one in the water, and it's not good.
It's like, how about you worry about, that thing?
Hey, Doc, you think you could worry about this?
you know that little thing called inflation we got real bad right now? Yeah. Fucking $8 a gallon for gas. How about we worry about that?
She said she used the wrong term, maybe. Whoops. What a stupid fucking haircut. Get this bitch off my TV.
Well, supposedly they say that she's out at midterms, but I don't know.
They're just fucking with your head.
It's messed up.
They find the dumbest fucking people to put on in front of us and tell us why we're fucked in the ass.
Well, and that,
They're
just like
using Biden like that too, just making us rage.
They're like,
kids are going in, putting eyeliner on, and shooting kids up. That's what they're doing to this country.
But it's all mental game, bro.
And
These
that's
kids are
another
getting
thing.
weak, bro.
We need mental facilities back, and we need to bring back public hangings. We've all agreed here.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
Public hangings, firing squad.
That one guy in North Carolina wants that.
The public hangings.
There already is one, firing squad.
North Carolina wants that one. Some guy.
Good.
It was a few months ago.
Say
but
what again now?
There was a guy who
There was
wanted
a firing squad. That's what he wanted.
Yeah,
he was better electric chair.
Yeah. This is moving in the right place. And
I want to
televise
though.
Start with the politicians.
They should definitely televise these kids getting
100%.
fried in an electric chair. I'd be like, absolutely. In fact,
well,
I'll pay $100 to see that shit.
I didn't even know that they used to do.
Wait a minute.
They used to do that.
Maybe we're not in debt at all.
Well, here's the thing. They almost need to.
You gotta think about the corpse here, though.
They almost need to stop airing so much of this violent stuff. Like if it happens on the news, or like if it don't even air it on the news. Air only happy things and see what happens.
Go ahead.
Well, with the Mcconaughey thing too, I think part of that they're doing is to show everyone that the politicians and the actors are interchangeable.
Right.
Because the politicians are the same thing. They're just playing a role. They might not be doing it on the screen when you go and see it in the movie theater. They're doing it on the screen on the TV. When you turn on the news, when you turn on, all that, CNN and all that. They're just actors. They're literally just puppets. They're spokespeople.
You're telling me this shooter couldn't go over one city?
Oh, and that's another thing.
You know what I mean?
No one knows where he got the money.
Texas?
Where he got the money for the guns. There's no proving where he got the money. You don't have that kind of money working at McDonald's.
Right.
Or do you? Or did he have that stimulus check?
Guns?
Stimulus check? What?
Homemade guns?
No. The guns, he showed a receipt and he paid like $1,800 for one of them.
Hey. Uvalde, Texas. They couldn't go over one city from Uvalde, Texas and do this.
What do you mean? Why?
They had to go to the city of a big-time actor.
Yeah.
Where a big-time actor was from. They had to go to that city. And then, poof, here he comes out of the woodwork to say a great speech.
Right.
They couldn't go over one city.
See, now you sound like Alex Jones. You make me feel like we need to get a damn caravan and drive out to Uvalde and find all these people and figure out if we're being bullshitted here.
The guy that shot...
Is this a cover-up?
Bud, supposedly the guy that shot... The guy was a
the whole fucking thing's a cover-up. I just decided it.
It was an off. Oh shit! I'm gonna get sued. He was an off-duty border patrol agent. That his wife was a teacher at the school. Okay, the Democrats tried to make it look like, oh wow, how did he get through all the security and be a hero? They're trying to make the guy look bad that freaking saved everybody and shot the guy. Oh, he was off duty. He shouldn't have been there. He got a shotgun from the barber he was at.
That wasn't the guy that actually shot him, was it?
Yeah. He went in there and shot the kid.
No way.
Saved his wife. Or saved all the kids that were left.
Saved some of them.
Yeah. So,
or is that a bullshit story we're being fed?
That's exactly
right. Don't forget to ever step back and be like, oh, wait, this bullshit's deeper than I thought.
Hey, we got to remember. But how certain people came after him, like he was the bad guy for saving somebody. I mean,
I never saw that. I did hear about the guy getting a shotgun from his barber, but I don't know about him getting attacked.
Dude, they were
by
trying
the
to
left.
Left was trying to come after him because how did he get through that security? Well, why was he a special one to get through the police?
Well, that's probably because
they
arrested one chick for trying to get in.
Well, here's the thing,
which would make me lose my mind. I'll headbutt the fuck out of a cop if he ever tried to tell me I'm not.
Here's the thing. That guy, off-duty border patrol agent, knows a bunch of the cops in the city. Okay, so he got through. He knows everybody. He got through. Okay, but the Dems were trying to make it look like he was the hero, was a bad guy because was he special to be that hero? What made him special? That motherfucker saved kids.
I want to see what
you know what I mean.
You got to show me some source.
It's not hard to see.
I can see these people talking shit about that guy.
But it's not hard to see. They were literally coming after him, saying, "Why is he a hero? He broke the law going through that thing. He was off duty. Why was he there?"
Yeah.
They're looking at, dude, I don't give a shit. I'll grab a gun. If I'm a block away and I hear something like that, I'm going in to see what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
something
don't matter.
Tells me you sleep ready for something like
dude,
that.
Don't get me excited, bro.
I'm ready for war.
Don't get me excited, bud.
So what do you think to close on that one? What can the world do to better these problems? 21 on your quick yes on that, right? Yeah, 18 to 21 on the assault.
Fuck that. The thing is, you can't be. you can't let
us not have our guns.
Oh no, it's one of those things. Anything on the Second Amendment you give into,
Biden says it's not even absolute.
Listen,
he says it's not absolute. It's liquid. It changes.
You give into anything, they're gonna come for everything, bud. You got to remember that. I don't give a shit what it is in the
Civil War type.
Don't give a shit what it is.
Like Trump once said.
Dude,
I think
you
would have a Civil War type fracture in the U.S. if you tried to fuck with that Second Amendment.
Did you hear what the Biden?
By the way, states can do it because New York did away with it. Like, New York is 21, so states can do this shit.
Yes, but you understand. You understand. You can't. I'm telling you, bud. You give in anything, they're going to take everything.
Well, look at the crazy dumb shit that goes on out in California. We hope it stays out in California.
Okay.
But I think they're just experimenting on those people out there.
Anything you see in California, give it about a few years, it'll try to be here.
Okay.
They're the dummy fields,
Are you talking about drag queens? Drag tots? Tell me more about what the hell that's all about.
Dude, it's
just about the drag tots.
It's a cartoon for kids. Then they're all cartoon drag queen people.
And it literally, what network is this on?
It's at RuPaul.
I was just gonna say.
Is that like,
dude, look at your Discovery Plus. Dude,
maybe?
Commercials on TV, Discovery Plus right now. Yeah. They're pushing that drag queen shit so hard right now. It's disgusting.
Yes, I've seen this.
Dude, kids,
I've seen this.
Like 10-year-old kids. And saying, then you
got
a mother saying,
I get one that pops up on my Facebook, and I want to say some pretty nasty shit on it. And I keep thinking to myself, don't.
Yeah,
don't
not
do
under
this.
your real name.
Don't do this.
Not under your real name, please.
Don't fall into this.
We can't have you suspended again. Not under your real name, please. Thank you.
But
sick.
Let me put it this way,
sick.
though. Before I go like acting like
a
transgender would fucking make my life. It's a tough world to stay excited every now and then, and this world's falling apart. The way that these kids are looking for a sustainable, thrill-seeking habit where they're not hurting anybody, which is it just sounds bad, but I'm not condoning.
They're hurting their minds.
For some reason, they're doing it, bro. It doesn't
because
the fact that you think it's appalling doesn't mean that it's not trending right now.
Yeah, but here's the thing:
these motherfuckers down at that Taco Bell, you could go in there and you won't find fucking girl without a penis.
Right.
Okay?
Well, I'm just saying.
So you gotta check
there's
it out.
A reason why they're
See
going after the young with this stuff, bud. Impressionable minds, bud.
Yeah.
A trend? Yeah, a trend might be 2 years, but now they're fucked in the head.
So we've lost touch with we're making people feel comfortable.
Reality, correct.
We're trying to make it seem like it's acceptable.
Right.
Not so much that we've got
what they're
3
trying
or 4%
to do is
of people that want to be
right.
transgender.
Not even, it's under 1%.
Yeah, and they're like making it seem like
it's the
we
normal
must celebrate this.
It's the normal thing.
Inclusion.
Right.
They want to call it inclusion.
Oh, you mean diversity, inclusion, equity, and inclusion, DEI? They've been talking about for fucking 6 months, at least?
Talk to me more about that.
But it's not hard to understand. It's what school systems are pushing right now.
Diversity.
If you go diversity, inclusion, and equality and inclusion, just like what's the name on the Whitlock says it's DIE instead of DEI. But
it is.
It's just because it's hurting kids. But all these people, all these public school systems are pushing this shit. Why do you think schools are having emergency meetings? They're having emergency meetings so they can vote on certain things, dress codes. Right. Yeah. So they can push this shit on the kids. One of those people, bud, one of these parents are going to freak the fuck out.
Let's break this down.
Right.
Maybe there's something hidden in here that I'm not seeing, but I just want to make sure.
Right.
When you say this diversity, equity,
inclusion.
Equity and inclusion.
Right. DEI.
Equality.
Right.
Diversity, equality, and inclusion.
Right.
What about diversity intimidates you?
They're trying to make it
diversity.
They're trying to make all those come together into one. Mm-hmm. They're trying to make it where. Well, first off, they're trying to make. Well, what certain people are into reparations. All right, that's a big one. All right, pay for things that you had no control over. All right, that's a big
diversity.
That's a big one. Listen, that's a big one.
Reparations,
but that comes with the whole diversity thing. But it's all hand in hand. It all works together. It's not hard. CRT, critical race theory, your race critical theory. Now they're just putting race into it. I mean, it's not great. The equality thing. Oh, you can't have gays or whatever in the whatever. but they're attacking the kids, bro. I don't give a shit what you do over 18.
Well, I mean, when I see this, I'm thinking, what if they're just saying, like, we want to be able to, like,
include a drag queen as a teacher for your 5-year-old kid. And your drag queen teacher is trying to teach a 5-year-old kid it's cool to wear a dress, and you're a good person if you wear a dress.
I don't see any drag queen teachers anymore yet.
What's the key word there that you just said?
Yet.
Yeah.
They do.
There's reasons
they paint
why
it with a light that they make it seem like it's all, just, well, we want to welcome everyone. We should, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But what they don't tell you is the details that they have in the fine print, like they do with everything, and what it is that they're pushing an agenda along with it.
Right. There's a reason why people have emergency meetings about dress codes and have emergency votes in certain cities. Okay?
That's all I want to say.
There's a reason
That's all I want to say about a place called...
There's a reason for that.
Stowe.
Yeah.
No, it is tough, and I think the way that they paint it like that,
You're
too, it
pulled
makes
over
it...
on your way tonight and beaten by the cops. That's certain.
Have you not seen any Discovery Plus commercials? Have you not seen any
I've
of them?
I've seen some. I've seen
sorry.
some transgenders, and I've seen some things.
No, the commercials.
I know commercials on the. I'm just gonna speak in generalities on cable.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think I would mind never seeing that commercial ever again, and I don't think it's appropriate.
Or what the parents
it's like
are
awkward
pushing.
And it's fucked up, and
just like I thought those
trash. That's cable, by the way, and I'm not saying that some things can't slip through on the internet, but for most of the shit like that, when that Cuties came out for Netflix, they were all over that. I never so much as saw it on there as something I may watch. I know, and then they started to get so far on that one that
remember the one
if
pregnant
you
dude?
shared the link to it, they were trying to tell you that you were part of the problem, and I'm like, yeah, but that's how you build awareness too. So how do we not know you're the fucking piece of shit that's like trying to like snuff it from being demoted as like, and that what got pulled. I think there's a lawsuit.
You remember
at least
the original?
like we see some like, because if it just kept going and it was on there right now, we'd be. But they throw stuff up and they see if they can get away with it.
Do you remember? You remember the original?
Did watch it.
The original messed up one?
No, I don't. What?
Toddlers and Tiaras. Remember that one?
Yeah.
That was the original messed up one.
Yeah, that kind of was the segue into
because there was a little boy that was in that, and that was 9 years ago, 10 years ago. He was like 3 or 4 year old little boy dressed in like a girl. His parents were doing that. How you have no control? You're a little kid. You have no control. But
that was on that show.
There's a dude.
Honestly, just the fact that they do that with little girls is kind of weird.
It's pretty messed up, too.
Oh, yeah. It never
you're sexualizing little
That's why
kids.
they put it on TV, because they know we can't look away. That's the kind of thing, and I'm not saying you or me. I'm just saying, like, it's a given. Yeah. It's a given. Gotta watch.
There's so many messed up people.
It's just
bro.
so like it is a sad thing to watch. But they know most people. Just like the people that watch other like television, there's a group of people out there that will watch this,
right?
And they need ratings. But yeah, every time I saw those girls with the makeup on their face, it's saddening. It's like, this is just heartbreaking. I would like to think most of the audience felt this way.
I just feel bad because these kids don't have any control. Like
Britney Spears.
These kids, the younger the better these people think. Why? Because the kids don't know how to think. You get them at how do you train how will we say, train a dog as a puppy? The puppy don't know any better.
Right.
You train them the way you want them to be trained. These kids are not going to know what a regular male is supposed to be or a regular female is supposed to be. When they turn 8 years old, 9 years old, and they're 5 years old learning this shit, what they're hoping for is you get them at 5 years old, you train them, you put them in drag, all that bullshit. By the time they get to 5th grade, it's all normal. Oh, it's not normal. Little Billy's dressing like a female. It's cool. I better. How little Billy gonna vote? That's all they're really worried about, though. Literally,
get their votes.
That's true. It's sickening, bud. And once again, everything's going against the Bible.
For kids, by the way, this Democratic sales pitch does sound inviting because it's like, but this is the equality.
Because the kid's weak-minded.
They don't know that and the parents don't have time to intervene because they're busy as fuck at work. Because they got to pay these high $509 gas prices.
Or the parents.
And their taxes.
Or the parents are just scared they're going to lose their kid because they don't go with the game plan.
There you go.
And you get, like I said, everything's coming comes down to the nuclear family.
Private
everything.
schooling, homeschooling.
Yeah, homeschooling's doubled. Did you see that?
They said something. Oh yeah. They
doubled.
said that
The amount's
like,
doubled.
yeah, they said that the like proficiency scores are plummeting like a rock because people are pulling their kids out.
Right.
It's not because like the kids are not doing good. It's because there's just less kids taking them, so the scores are
right. Well, it's.
Well, would you want to send your kid to public school?
Yeah, not right now.
Maybe it's more the smart kids, aren't they?
No, I will not.
The smart kids' parents. There's a reason they're smart.
Yeah. They
There's a
take
reason
them out of
they're
the
smart.
school.
Well, the scary part is
I'm gonna start my own school soon.
the people who take advantage of that because they know the parents can't pull their kids.
You know what you're gonna need?
Yeah.
Vaughn Academy.
Piece of paper, pencil. Carlisle Pros sunglasses.
Well,
Whether you're hunting, fishing, or trying to untangle the world's problems,
Carlisle Pros.
Carlisle Pros. Damn. Pass that joint.
Well, how I look at it too is what you just said about gas prices, bud.
And
When people
Homeschool
when
kid.
people can't pull their kids because they both got to work in the household because gas prices, everything's skyrocketing. You can't pull your kid. It's got to be in the free education system. The free education system can do whatever they want.
Yeah, there's not going to be any buses to take your kid to school
parents can't keep up on that.
for gas prices.
You know what I mean? So these there's just but the parent, God, man.
But January 6th, committee is going to be meeting again to chop the head off old Donald Trump and try and take him down so he can't run for president.
CNN and
if they
stuff,
can get him
CBS.
convicted, then he can't run for office again.
It's not even that.
They're scared.
It's not even that.
They're still scared of the Trump. They know he's got power. We don't even
Right.
need to talk about him every day, but we could. And it sounds like this.
Trump. But the thing is, that's how you know. That's how you know that they're because if you look
You know
at
what?
if you
I'm
look
thinking AKs.
Listen, if you look at A of the
AR-15s,
numbers,
Donald Trump and
if you look-
tequila.
right.
Okay, that's what America's all about.
If
And
you
once
look
you
at A of
lose
the
one
numbers,
of those things, you might as well fucking be a communist.
if you look at A of the numbers, Biden is down on everything, like everything.
He's finally lower than Trump was.
No, he's lower than anybody in the history of.
They said second worst president. I'm sitting here going, well, who the fuck's the first? I don't. Hey, he's
Dude.
got half a brain.
Dude,
He's
Jimmy Carter.
70
They're
fucking
comparing him.
years old.
We
They're
don't
saying
have a
he's.
president right
they're
now.
saying
What are you
he's
talking
worse.
about?
I'm gonna go be president.
But they're
and talk
saying he's
about
worse than Jimmy Carter,
corn
bro.
pop.
They're saying he's
My
worse
son
than.
doesn't do that many drugs.
I don't feel like we have anybody.
They said when Clinton was going to lose his ass through the midterms, he changed course and started to kind of like
Go Republican
give the
stuff.
people what they wanted. Do you think that's going to happen, or do you think they're going to
100%.
dick us in the dirt even harder?
It's
and
going
just,
the Republican
No, I
route.
think they're just getting dirty, bro. I think
Hey, bud.
like, it's I think
bud.
the whole thing's reeks of absolute trash. I think, dude, if you've seen around the other countries, like these countries are trying to figure out how to gain power for one person. Like
Right.
it's happening all like it's a global like. He knows what I'm talking about. It sure does seem like it. Like that. There's a lot of bad things to be said about the Chinese president. Like he the way he got into office.
Right, and then those
Same
people
with
go missing
Vladimir
and dead that
Putin.
talk like that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Vladimir Putin and like. Yeah, that's how they play over
Right.
there. We don't have that kind of system around
Right.
here. It just doesn't. You don't see like random poisonings and
Right.
shit.
Yeah,
like
but China's
they do.
trying to take over the world,
They pretty much have somewhat.
basically.
Everything.
But like you
It's
said,
not, I don't think. I think we've handed China the world from Nixon because the gold. And there's a lot of things, and I don't know. It's a tough. There was a plan to send everything to them and have them make it, and that's how we can basically stroke off all day here in America.
well, two things.
Well,
two
that
things.
just got the rich people rich, and then we can buy our products really cheap, so we can have cheap ass Chinese made products. And
Right.
now you can't find much made in the USA.
right.
You got your wheel bearings going out under 60,000 miles. You just
And if you need a part, you can't get it right now.
That cheap, those cheap
Steel.
supplies, cheap steel.
All I know is right now. Okay, two things. One, you got. I mean, half the country says it's not his fault.
Whose fault?
It's not Biden's fault for
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
Okay,
fucking his fault.
I
He shut
would
the pipelines down. Piece
well,
of
you got
shit.
people literally. you don't know how the economy works. It's not his fault the gas is so high.
It's 'cause
I'm like, please, just open your eyes just a little bit, just a touch.
Because they're eating the corn out of the CNN shit that they're putting everywhere. They just believe this stuff, and they just follow what the CNN people tell them to say.
Just open your eyes a touch.
It's not his fault.
Just a little bit, not a whole lot.
Do you think you had Trump vision when Trump was in office and everything was peachy?
I mean, we didn't have to worry about wars.
We were number one in the world.
We were. Good. We didn't have to worry about wars.
So we're in agreement.
The thing is, one person doesn't control all that.
Yeah, I know, but we weren't in a war. It was the first time in a presidency we weren't in some kind of war.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, we were much better off for sure.
As soon as Biden jumps into office, we are at World War III. The economy takes a flying shit. $5 a gallon in gas. Everything Trump said is true.
Right. So how is it that some dementia guy has like, for one, we're given the portrayal that he actually has that much power. He doesn't.
No,
and
he's
for
definitely
two,
being handled.
even if he did, do you think he's actually anywhere near able to comprehend actually facilitating any of those things to happen the way that he actually plans them to? Because he can't plan walking from one room to the next. Mm-hmm. That tells you right there, this guy that they're showing us as a president doesn't mean shit. Literally means nothing. It's all this stuff behind the scenes. They're giving us a show. Trump said it. You love Trump. He said it the whole time. They're bad actors, and he kept saying, "Enjoy the show."
Yeah,
because that's exactly what's going on. Yeah. It's bad actors, like I said, politicians, actors, same
Mcconaughey.
thing. They're the same thing. Just because one's doing it in Hollywood and one's doing it. And if you actually look too, back when they talked about it, the White House set that they were using at the beginning with Biden was from Black Rock Studios.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what
straight up they admitted it. Like there's so many things that have linked Hollywood and the political aspect of it.
Yeah,
they're the same, and it's all a show.
It's kind of scary. Just I mean, it just the only thing like with other countries like that I feel like they don't have it. Everybody's we're so bad here, yada yada yada. Well, other people are still trying to come here. Okay, so we can't be. I mean,
that's because they're told how good it is here compared to what they have.
Well, and that's true. Well, that's how you get the herd.
In some places it is.
That's how you get the herds of like
very true.
Like the 20,000 people.
I sure as fuck wouldn't want to be going to sleep in Mexico tonight.
Right. Well, the 20,000 people herd that coming here. That's supposedly all women.
I know
and
plenty
children.
of people who love it in Mexico.
And they might.
It's cheap as fuck to live down there.
Yeah, but all I know is. All I know is.
What do they want to come here for?
Supposedly, this herd of 20,000 people coming here, that is only men or women and children. And if you look at any of the video, it's all men.
So they were bribed.
So they're probably it amazes me, bud. And how much you want to bet? How much this tax break on the gasoline, whatever that's called? I can't remember what it's called. How much? And Biden doesn't want to put it in effect right now. Okay, I think Trump did, but Biden doesn't want to put it in effect. All right, how much you want to bet a month before election he does it? How much you want to bet?
Oh, just to try to get people on his side a little bit.
How much you want to bet?
Well, that's what they always do.
How much? Because like you'll talk. Okay, anytime a Democrat in a race gets cornered, what do? They start talking like a Republican. Always.
Yeah.
Always. Well, they always do it. That is, they always go that playbook.
And they're all people pleasers.
Yeah, they go. That's why. Like I say, we have a local person here, okay, that is a very good person who is good at sweet talking both sides, okay? I can't stand those kind of people. You have to be able to stick to your guns, and like I always say, you always know how I'm feeling because I always tell you. There's no I wonder what he's thinking. You have to stick for what your beliefs are. You don't sweet talk both sides just because one's going to whatever. You stick to your guns. You give a game plan and then you go with it. You don't, I can't stand those kind of people, bud. Do this. Oh, I'll do that when I get in. Oh, I'll do this. I'll do that when I get in. Give up what you're going to do. If you get in, you get in. Great. If you don't, you don't. You stick to your guns though. There's just like the churches right now. There's so many churches that are veering so hard right now. Because they're afraid of losing what they got. They're afraid of losing their state funding and stuff. It's so scary to see how people are bending for things. It's not great. And the kids see that. That's another thing. Everybody's going against the church stuff. Imagine that's why I always make the joke, a person who votes a Dem is a hypocritical if they go to church. Okay, tell me a church-going Dem is a hypocrite. I truly, wholeheartedly believe.
Well, they do.
Wholeheartedly, because of how they vote. What do they believe in? They believe in abortion? I'm pretty sure that's a big no-no in some book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hypocrites, bud. It's very
they'll take it and twist it though to a different perspective. Well, and the thing is, the separation of church and state has been gone for so long. Right. So the state's really been controlling a lot of the church.
And that's the sick part too is like you get these people that are like actors, okay? Oh well, God told me to do that. Well, they're one with God, but they're a huge hypocrite. And now the young kids think, well, that's what God thinks. Oh, that's cool. He's doing it. Oh, okay, that's what he meant. Oh, he's about abortion. Oh, abortion must be all good in the Bible. They don't even read it because
brainwashing.
And if they, that's scary, right, they have an excuse.
Isn't that scary
for doing it? They know that they'll be forgiven.
Yeah.
So there's it's not really being held to
there's
accountable.
There's a lot of people go to church on Sunday to say sorry just so they can repeat the next week, which is terrible. Yeah. Which is terrible. That's why they say about 70% of people go to church probably ain't going to heaven. You know what I mean? You have to live it. You can't just say it.
Right.
So, but the thing with Hollywood is it's veering the kids. Everything's about the kids. Everything. You can talk about any subject at all right now in the world. Any subject. It's how can we attack the kids? And I say attack. Some people say...
Well, more influence.
Influence. You say influence. I say attack because you're messing with their minds.
Right.
And
it is a mental attack.
It is a mental attack. And it's messed up, but because the kids are the future, bro.
Right.
I've said it how many times? And it doesn't matter what subject it is. Guns, school, it can be anything. You're getting the kids' minds. And they're the future. And some people will sit back and wait. I mean, it doesn't take long for that kid to turn 18, bud.
Well, between Matthew McConaughey, drag queens, and high fuel prices, I'd say we're fucked. But let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can help us save the world.
Ooh, we're nasty, that's just the way we roll. And I think it's time for you to get your kicks come through on a nasty goal. So set the pace, make a move, make history for the books. And join me on the nasty side so you can quit with the nasty looks. Cause you think you're wild, well we are too. It's like one big old nasty zoo. And you just might wanna watch us step tonight, or you might